This orange is you. It's the version of you that you're currently embodying. The version of you where you know that you've got more to give, that you're not actualizing your potential. There's things that you're afraid to do right now that if you did them would change your reality. In fact, those things, if you did them, would cause you to become this orange. It might look the same, but it's quite different. This version of you has conquered a lot of your fears. It's learned a lot, it's grown, and most importantly, it's embodying your highest self. It's embodying your potential. It's actually been actualized. Now, this version of you exists here, whereas this version of you exists here. And in between we see there's this bowl, this unknown, also known as death to a lot of humans. We would much rather be here to be safe, to not actualize our dreams, to not create, and to continue consuming, sitting, waiting, watching the people over here. Now, there's people on both sides of this chasm, okay? So there's people here with you that are happy to stay there with you. Similarly, there's people here on the other side. Now, a lot of people will want to just leap from here to there. But the thing is, it's a big gap. And within that gap, to be transparent with you, there's a lot of spooky things. You know, there's water that you could drown in. There's dirt, undesirable things. And we'll throw in some blueberries for good measure, that these represent sharks or piranhas. So if you jump from here, you're not going to make it. It's too far. And why would you expect that of yourself, that you can leap so far? I think it's unfair to expect yourself to be able to make such a drastic change. But the fact that there's people over here means that it's possible. So how did they get there? You see, most people that are sitting here look at what's in front of them and they decide, I don't want to go there because it's terrifying. And so they remain here with the other grapes in this area, and you reinforce the same things that have put you there in the first place. Whereas over here, there's clearly a different thought process because they've gone from being here to being there. So now, a better way to get from here to here would be to build a bridge. Now, let these chopsticks be the bridge. Now, is it as straightforward as just hopping on this bridge and walking across? No, because you're going to find all sorts of obstacles along your way. And this is going to be uncomfortable because whilst you're on this bridge, there is a real chance that you're going to fall into the dirt, into the sharks, into the water, drown, and potentially die. And the difference between people that live here and live here is that they had the courage to walk across this bridge. Now, you might start and you might feel like, oh, things are going well. But then you hit this grape. And this grape is a representation of your old self, the part of you that doesn't believe in your ability, the part of you that would rather stay safe in a situation that you don't enjoy than risk falling in to the deep with the potential upside of arriving here in this new reality where you are confidently showing up, where you're creating, where you're living a life that you're designing and that you're happy with. If you want to get on stage and play music, you cannot be the person that refuses to get on stage. If this is the stage and you're over here, it's not going to work. If you want to make €50 an hour, You cannot only take positions and jobs that pay you €15 an hour. It's not possible for both of these to exist. So along the way, you might hit this grape. And this grape says, hey, it's really scary down there, and I heard someone up ahead fell. You might hear that a lot, actually. Statistics like 99% of businesses fail, or most people that try to do this thing fail. Well, I would actually argue that they didn't fail, but they stopped persisting along this bridge. And the people on this other side will always be there cheering you on. And you can choose to listen to these people saying, yes, it is possible. You can start creating videos. You can venture out and do your own thing. It's possible. We're doing it. We're here. But then at the same time, you'll have people here who haven't had the courage to go across, who are going to be shouting at you, hey, most businesses fail. Hey, people are going to criticize you if you start posting online. And you have the option to choose to jump over that criticism, to jump over the doubt, the naysayers, and continue moving. Now you're still not there, because now we've hit this blueberry. Maybe it's a skill gap, a knowledge gap. You actually just don't know what to do next. Well, remember all of these guys over here who are living the life, or at least a part of the life that you aspire to live? Why don't you shout over at them? Say, hey, I'm stuck here. What did you do when this happened? And they'll shout back at you. That's why the internet's so great, because you can just do a YouTube search to find any information you could possibly need. You can join communities, you can join masterminds, you can seek mentorship, and you can get the answers to the questions that are going to help you navigate this stage of the bridge. So that is another obstacle that you need to overcome. And maybe you hang out there for a little while. And it's only a matter of time before you find the solution. And then you jump over. So now you've hopped over this blueberry, you've hopped over another obstacle, and there's another one. Will it ever end, you ask yourself? Well, truth be told, no, it will never end, because once you do become this version of yourself, you'll have to continue across another bridge another day. But by that point, you will have so much faith and belief in yourself that you were able to spend however many weeks, months, or years walking across this precarious excuse for a bridge with the potential to fall, to be laughed at, to have self-doubt. Maybe you feel embarrassed. And you have a choice. Do you want to go back to this version of yourself where embarrassment and avoiding it is a priority over living the life where you're actually showing up as you want to be? Because you cannot choose to avoid embarrassment and be the person that is seen. If you want to do anything big in the world, you cannot play small. And so when somebody confronts you with their projections, with their own limiting beliefs, and says, hey man, I tried that and it didn't work, good luck. You can either choose to say, oh, okay, well, I guess there's no point in me trying. Or you can say, well, I'm going to do it differently. And then you knock that dude into the concoction I've made below. And then eventually, you join your friends over here, who the whole time have been saying, hey, it's possible. You can do this. It was scary when we did it as well. But man, the view over here, it's pretty cool. And I want that for you. You know that it's possible. And I know that it's scary. And I know that there's days where you don't think it's going to work out, that you're not going to make it. I know that because I felt like that. And I want to just be this grape for you. I want you to know that it's completely normal for people to doubt you. It's completely normal for you to doubt yourself. It's completely It's completely normal to think, have I made a horrible choice in stepping onto this bridge in the first place? Because now I don't even know if I can go back. And I can't go forward. So I'm just stuck in this limbo where everything looks completely fucked up. And the truth is, this is just what has to happen. You can't bring this old version of you into your future. You need to change or you need to remain the same. These oranges can't coexist. The version of you that exists right now cannot exist in your dream future reality. If you're sitting watching videos all day but not implementing anything, you cannot become this person. This person implements, this person gets on the bridge and he walks across, and when people say, oh, would you not get a job? Or how are you ever going to make money doing this business thing? You need to have the courage to even just say, I don't know yet, but I'm going to figure it out, because I can see people doing the thing I want to do, and I would like to see myself there one day. And it's completely okay to be lost. It's completely okay to be here. But know that it will eventually get easier. But only if you stay the course. Now, I've personally walked across this chasm quite a few times in my life, and I've shared a lot about it on this channel. If you want to learn my step-by-step process for how I did this for myself with making videos on the internet and just kind of telling stories, you can check out this video here to learn more. And until next time.